Hello! So we're gonna do a first impressions video today, which I have not done one of these in a long time. Sorry, I'm touching my moisturizer because, well, we're doing a foundation first impressions today. Now, I feel like foundations are probably one of the best first impressions videos that I could do because, as you guys know, my channel's mainly focused on skincare. I mean, I talk about complexion, cosmetics, and fragrance and, you know, that sort of thing, but I talk about what I wear, which is skincare pretty much, well, no, every day. Let's not kid ourselves. And some sort of complexion product, be it concealer, foundation, something like that. So, and skincare takes a lot longer to work and to really tell if you like it. Whereas foundation is one of those things like you just, you know, instantly. What am I talking about today? We'll talk about Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. Becca used to be, everything was very sheer, everything was very skin enhancing, everything was as dewy skin, so the shimmering skin perfectors, and they used to have this like ultra luminous tint or something like that, which used to be like next to no coverage. We're talking like early 2010, around then. Now, I was actually in a store when somebody from Becca was talking to the people that work at Sephora about the product, and I played with the swatches or the testers, figured out my color, and it's definitely light is going to be my color, but they didn't have stock in the store yet, so I was like, oh shucks. So I went ahead and ordered it online because the way she was describing it, the idea of it is very me. It's very sheer. It's about skincare benefits. It's about dewy skin, which is like, that's just me in a bottle, right? Shake well before use, they're letting me know. So the thing that I liked about this is when you twist it, and I just broke the seal. So the thing I like is you twist it. It's supposed to twist up, and then you can, which is kind of really cool, and it is a dropper. So let's see what this is supposed to do. I have no makeup on. I have brows, but I have no like complexion makeup on. I had concealer that I literally just removed because I had to go to the grocery store and I didn't want to look like a zombie. So, veil your skin with foundation coverage that feels water light while it evens and perfects the complexion. Each weightless fluid drop imparts subtle luminosity that blurs imperfections and creates a soft, focused glow. In a range of flexible shades with light, buildable coverage, Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation imparts a healthy, natural glow. Me. Usage instructions. Shake well before use. Twist the cap until button pops up. Push and release button to fill the dropper, twist cap fully off and push button to dispense 1 to 2 drops of foundation to apply over face. If more coverage is desired, let dry, then build 1 to 2 drops over the top. So, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. The thing that I really liked, and I actually just popped a little bit on my skin while I was there, I couldn't really tell what it did, but just, you know, to test color, is that it just made, like, really did blur everything, but didn't make anything look too not skin-like. It didn't look like makeup. So let's load it up. I shook well before use, although I should probably shake it again, knowing me. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you running your engine? So let's see what happens when I just push the whole thing down. Oh. So pushing it down again. So that's about what doing it once and then doing it again is going to give you. But I'm going to go in and do this. We're gonna dot. How much have I planned for this? Well, as you can tell, not a lot, but so that's what 1 drop is essentially gonna give me, right? I dipped into the other one a little bit, but this is more or less 1 drop. Let's see what this is gonna do. Is there a smell? Is there fragrance in here? Looking at the ingredients, it looks like there's really a lot of skincare. Lecithin, sodium hyaluronate cross-polymer, panthenol, fermented magnesium, nice, and more fermented ingredients, lots of copper ferment, silicon ferment, zinc ferment, iron ferment. I'm into that. I'm really into trace minerals, like in my skincare. So I'm actually not doing anything crazy today, but I can definitely tell when I like a foundation, you know, regardless of my activity level. And to be fair, I really would not be like, let's wear this to the gym. because I don't go to the gym because I'm lazy, but so that is one dropper full, and actually that pumped out about half of what the first dropper did. Ooh, this looks good. I didn't have any primer on. I had Kate Somerville's Cytocell underneath. This is definitely my color. So the idea also, from what I heard, is that this is supposed to be slightly self-adjusting, or because it's so sheer, it covers a lot of skin tones. The Fair went a little too pink, and the good thing is that all of the shades are actually pretty neutral. This one happens to go a little bit yellow, which I kind of am into. You know what? I think one dropper full for me is gonna be more than enough coverage, because I don't like a lot of coverage, but let's go ahead and build. I know it said you're supposed to let it dry, but my neck is obviously way lighter than my body, or my face, so just ignore that. Even with more coverage, it's still not reading like foundation. Like, to be honest with you, I really cannot tell that I just put foundation on. I can't feel it at all. And I know I watch a lot of videos and they're like, I can't tell that this foundation is on here, and then I have that foundation and I'm like, I sure as hell can tell that there's foundation on my face. But this, I really can't feel it. Even touching it, it's really actually not tacky. I mean, there's a slight, like, stickiness, not stickiness, but like, you know, like when you just apply moisturizer, it has that slight stickiness, but you wouldn't be like, oh my god, my face is so sticky. But it also hasn't really had time to dry down. I can't feel this at all. I can't feel that I literally put like probably about a dime size of product on my face. Now let's look up close, that's the true test. I can't see it. Wait. No, I literally... Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. That's the way to really tell. Oh, hang on. So, I'm knocking everything up. I knocked the box over. We can't do that. So let's get up close. I didn't shave, so, which is how you know it's really good if it's not sticking to the hair. That's how you know it's really good, when it's not sticking. But, let's see. Hang on. Also, this is making me look real scary, so let's not. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is wear this for the rest of the day. So it's 1:30, which is a little bit late. Now you should know, if you don't know my skin type, I have dry, dehydrated skin, so most foundations tend to wear really well on me, but I find that if something is too like long wearing, it can tend to start to settle, even if I've prepped it really well. Now with this, I didn't put primer. I'm not going to set it with powder. I'm not even going to put concealer on. I'm just going to see how this wears over regular moisturizer. Alright, so here's the thing. I look like I've been through hell and back, because I basically have, right? I watched The Parent Trap, bawled my eyes out, which is why you can probably tell that my ears are red and my eyes are like exhausted looking, because I'm like, I just wanted them to end up together so bad, and like, Lindsay, you were so good. Here's the thing, I also haven't looked up close to my foundation, so let's do that. So if you can ignore my red ears, the one thing you will notice is it sort of clung to some of my dry patches, which, to be fair, happens with literally every single foundation that I have, even my most hydrating, like Chanel Vie de Lumiere. Look at all my little lovely acne topographical scarring. I trust you guys. I'm showing you all my imperfections. Beyond that, I absolutely adore this foundation. I think this is fantastic. Like, when I say that I have not felt this on my face all day long, I literally cannot tell that I'm wearing foundation. But of course, in the beginning, I could tell the difference that the coverage made. Now, if I were to just take this and sort of wipe the pipette on the back of my hand like I just did, because a lot of us, right, we work 9-to-5 jobs, and then after that we want to go out and have, you know, a really nice, fun evening. So your foundation should be able to convert that. Nope, it hasn't clung to anything. So I love this foundation. I give it a, if I had 3 hands, which let's be fair, I am an alien at some point in time, sometimes, I would give it 3 thumbs up because I think this is fantastic. The only thing I would critique it on, it doesn't have any SPF, which is always something I look out for in my complexion products. I either want my primer or my foundation to have at least SPF 15 because it means I get an extra level of protection. All in all, I think this is a fantastic foundation. Formula-wise, it's looking like it'll work for most skin types. Now, if you have oilier skin, the only thing I would suggest is that you prime it with something like Hourglass Veil or a oil control primer and you set it with a little bit of powder. But the formula doesn't really include anything that would be heavy or occlusive for your skin type, and I don't think it would accelerate your oiliness. Now, if you've experienced something, you know, completely opposite to that, and you're like, oh my god, it makes me oily within the first hour, let me know. But with someone, you know, who's got dry, dehydrated skin, I can say that this formula sit really nice on top of my skin. And my biggest thing, I think, beyond, you know, if we're looking at skin type or skin concern, I cannot feel this on my skin. You can see my eyes are so red from like freaking watching The Parent Trap, and hopefully this was helpful for you. If it was, let me know, either thumbs up or comment or all of that fun stuff. So all in all, I'm looking forward to continuing to play with this foundation, trying different products to prime it, set it, add to it, you know, concealer, bronzer, blush, highlighter, that sort of thing. But I think it's one of those foundations that's sort of going to be like, yeah, probably reach for you every couple days, or oh, I kind of like, I want to be really dewy but I don't want to look like I'm wearing makeup, which is usually my goal. I'll probably reach for this at least a few times a week, if not more. So be looking out for this in a coming video because I'll probably either mention it as a product I ended up hating or ended up loving, because formula-wise, texture-wise, application-wise, it's either going to be the most amazing foundation I've used in a long time or the worst, because that's how it happens, right? So hopefully this helped you. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Bye!